Yo, welcome back YouTube. It's your boy David back with another video. And if you're new here, I'm David. I'm sharing and documenting my journey to becoming a successful YouTuber. So please do me a favor by liking this video and subscribing. I really appreciate that. In one of my previous videos, I talk about how I've always wanted my content to find its right audience, which is not quite going according to plan right now. But yeah, if you haven't watched that, make sure you check my channel and watch it. But in today's video, I'm going to be putting you guys onto 5 tips on how I overcame the fear of talking to the camera. Yeah, like the way I'm talking right now. Now this is where I need y'all to lock in, y'all, because nobody's gonna tell you this, but what I'm about to tell you is gonna transform the way you talk to the camera. My fear of talking to the camera goes way back. Even as a kid growing up, I never liked taking pictures. I've never been the type to really stand in front of a group of people to speak. I've never felt confident enough to be in front of the camera. But how I overcame this fear is what I'm about to tell you guys right now. I don't even want to take much of your time, so let's get right into it. As always, I have my notebook right here to keep me on track in case I forget, because I be forgetting a lot. So yeah, let's get right into it. Now the first tip on our list here is practice. Calm down, calm down. I get it. I know you're about to say, David, I've heard this 1,000 times. I've heard this a couple times. Does it really work? Bro, trust me, you're not going to get comfortable talking to the camera if you're not practicing talking to the camera all the time. You have to practice, practice, and practice. That's why they say practice makes perfect. If you're doing it, the more you do it, the more you're gonna get used to and comfortable talking to the camera. I get it. It feels awkward sometimes. You don't even know what to do with your hands. You don't know where to look. Sometimes you feel like your voice sounds off. Bro, it's all part of the process. You got to learn to talk to the camera by practicing talking to the camera. It's okay to feel that way. And that's where most people get it wrong, because they want it to be perfect at the beginning. But at the beginning, it's not going to be perfect. It takes time. It happens over time. Now, the next tip is being yourself. And this is where most people get it wrong, because being yourself doesn't mean you should be boring. Of course, you want to sound lively when you're talking to the camera. You want to sound entertaining. You want to look lively. You want the person on the other end of the screen to feel like they are connected and they are having a conversation with you in real time. So being yourself doesn't mean you should be boring. Rather, it means you should just be authentic. You should just be yourself. Don't try to copy anybody. Don't try to sound like anyone. Don't try to act like anyone. Just be you. The more authentic you are, the less nervous you will be, and the more easier it will become for you to talk to the camera. The third tip, which is probably the most hardest, is to stop caring. Stop caring about what people think. And I know it's easier said than done, because when you're recording, you turn to think like, what if I don't look good? What if my friend sees this? Like, what if people I know find my content? What if I look cringe? But these are the thoughts that can ruin your confidence when you're recording. But here is something you got to understand. You cannot create freely if you are constantly worried about being judged. The facts is there is clear. There will always be somebody who doesn't like your content. There'll always be somebody who thinks you're awkward. There'll always be somebody who have negative thoughts regarding your content. And it's okay, because while you're worried about what others have to say about you, there's someone else out there making mistakes, learning from them, and improving every time. You don't need everyone's approval. You don't need everybody to like you, because honestly, the moment you stop caring so much about being judged is the moment you start becoming better on the camera. Tip number 4, stop trying to be perfect. Because honestly, that is one thing that could make you really uncomfortable when you're on camera. You're overthinking every word before you say it. You're worried about your facial expression. You're worried about how you sound. You're worried if you said something wrong. And before you know it, you're no longer having a conversation with the camera. You're now performing for the camera. And to be honest, the person on the other end of the screen can feel every bit of it when you're not being real on the camera. Every sentence doesn't need to be said perfectly. It's okay to pause. It's okay to mess up a word sometimes. It's okay to laugh, take a break sometimes. You don't need to sound like a news reporter or something, like the way I pause right now because I was kind of looking for a word in my head to say. It's okay, because you need to be very, very authentic on the camera. You want your viewers to feel engaged and feel connected, like they're having a conversation with a real person, like the way I'm staring at you right now while you're watching this video. When you watch your favorite creators, you'll notice that they don't try to say every sentence perfectly. They pause sometimes, they make mistakes sometimes, they even lose thoughts of what they want to say sometimes. But the difference is they don't let that stop them. They continue from where to stop, because they know that it's okay to make mistakes when you're talking to the camera. So instead of trying to make a perfect video, why not try to make a real video that people can connect with? And finally, this might be the most important tip of all. Talk to the camera as if you're talking to one person. Whenever you turn on the camera, It's easy to imagine hundreds of people, millions of people, thousands of people standing in front of you. And whenever you think about that, it's easy to get nervous. You start having thoughts like, how am I supposed to connect with all these people? But see it from a perspective of you having a conversation with your friend. Because even if thousands of people eventually watch your video, the fact is there is clear they're not all watching it together. They're all watching it individually. So when you're talking to the camera, try as hard as possible to talk as if you were talking to your best friend. Because if I'm being honest, the camera isn't your audience. The person watching the video on the other end of the screen is. So those are my 5 tips for becoming more comfortable talking to the camera. Practice, stop caring, be yourself, stop trying to be perfect, and talk to the camera as if you were talking to one person. And always remember, you don't become confident and then start. You start and then that's how you become confident. Your first few videos are gonna feel awkward. You might even feel cringe when you watch yourself back. You might want to delete everything. But remember, keep going, because one day you're going to turn on that camera and you're going to realize it doesn't feel weird anymore. And then that's how you're going to know that you've improved and you're better and you're getting better talking to the camera. You see, I'm making mistakes right now, but I keep going, yeah? So thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this video. Click the post notifications so you always get notified whenever I drop a new video. Until the next video, I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.